Hi guys, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. So, I am brainstorming a new project here. Um, and I just want to share it with you guys to see. I don't think I'm going to actually make a series, but maybe kind of like a check-in, maybe a check-in video or check-in series to show what I'm currently working on. But I've been really kind of in one of those funks lately where I really want to craft something, but I just don't know what it is that I want to craft. And I always have so many ideas of things that I want to do, but then when I actually sit down to start something, all those ideas go out the window. So hopefully this project will kind of give me something kind of like a focus point to work on and to share with you guys. So the first thing I want to say about this project is I'm going outside my comfort zone because all the inking that I'm doing on the edges and whatever, I'm going to be using this purple. Well, it's actually called Shaded Lilac. And I thought that appropriate because this is the paper pad that I'm using. This is Stamparius 8x8 paper pad, and it's called Provence, maybe? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is the paper pad I'm going to be using. So I've already decided, and I've already cut down the cover for this. But what's going to different, or not so much different, but I am going to be rounding the corners on all the pages. And that's as far as I've gotten. However, I did see the paper. Oh, this is the page that I actually want to use on the cover. So let me just show you what that would look like. I thought that would just be perfect, just like that. And maybe I could get it a little bit more and round the corners. I'm not sure because see how the edges, and I have to, you can see my pencil marks there and there, so I definitely have to get rid of those, but I'm going to be inking the edge. You know what, let's not talk about it, let's just do it while I'm here. Hopefully I can get these pencil marks off, but I mean, it is pencil, so usually they're pretty good about coming off, maybe. But also, let's see, when I ink the edges, I think it will also really help. Oh, well, this is a lighter one, which is okay, because I'm so used to, like that dark and grungy, what do I usually use? Walnut stain or vintage photo. This one definitely is lighter, but I'm thinking you can see it. I mean, I can see it. I'm just not so used to it being so light, which is, I'm challenging myself. And I'm gonna love it. I'm inking the spine just because I don't know exactly yet what I'm gonna do with the spine. I'd really love to run some lace down it, but in the meantime, it's just a little ink, so that's okay. So just gonna ink that up there. And I might actually, I don't know, I cut the cover at 4 1/4 by 8 1/4 because this is 8 by 8, so it'd be 8 by 4, just to give it a little extra room. But now I'm not sure, and actually I really should have thought about that before I just went and inked the whole thing. No, I'll be sure. Never mind. I take back what I was going to say. All right, so I think I want a little bit more. Just kind of around the front edge, just to definitely give that purpley vibe, All right, and I can always ink more later. All right, so we have the cover. Oh, and really I should be doing the inside as well. So, you know what, while we're here, let's not stall. I won't ink this, but I will definitely ink around the edges. So one thing, sometimes, like when I'm a little stuck, because creating things, working on projects, all that fun stuff like that, sometimes it can get a little stressful if you don't have an exact project that you have in mind, like, you know, like Lolly and I do a lot of the little open collabs, and we know what we're doing, or, you know, we have basically what it is we're working on, and then we just have to create what we're doing for the month. Or like the traveling journal, we have a prompt list to work off of. Sometimes when I'm in the mood to create and I'm really just itching to sit down in my craft room and do something fun, that's where I get, I don't know what, it's like I lose my motivation. Not that I don't want to do something, it's just that I get really overwhelmed and I don't know what I actually want to do. That's my biggest problem, is you know, finding something that I want to do and then creating it. However, when that happens to me, I have several paper pads. My favorite one to use, though, is Stamperia, because, well, for two reasons. It's usually in my price point, because some of those paper pads can get really pricey, and you know, I don't have a lot of money to go out and just be like, oh yeah, I'll get that one or this one or that one. And then, like, if Michael's has, you know, those hot buy paper pad sales or any kind of sales, all those paper pads are one-sided, and which is fine, but a lot of times it's easier for me when something is two-sided. Like if I'm using a digital kit, I can print it so it's two-sided. Stamperia is two-sided, so that's why I like using them. And then also I use it because I say to myself, okay, this is what I'm going to use to work on my project, and then it gives me kind of a focal point. All right, so I have to figure out what pages I'm going to use as pages, which pages are cutouts, you know, things like that. So that's what I'm trying to do here, kind of get more focused. I want to make a journal. I want to use this. I have my cover, and I'm going to go from there. So I think that is it for this video. I will definitely come back on and check in. You know what we'll call this little, I want to quote unquote say little series, but we're going to call it the Purple Journal Check-in series. How about that? And then I want you to say that 10 times fast. The Purple Journal Check-in series. I should write that down, because I know myself and I'll probably forget once the camera goes off. I'm just going to write it down here, but I am going to write it in pink, even though it's a purple journal. So it is going to be called, what did I say again? Oh my gosh. Wait. The Purple Journal Check-in. Oh, well, that's not one word. I know that. I just wrote it like that. Series. Oh, no, you know what? We'll just call it not even the check-in series. It's the Purple Journal series, and then I'll put the word check-in somewhere. Like the Purple Journal series, you know, when I do the little thing, and check-in with my messy handwriting. So at least I just have that so I know. But I think this will be kind of fun. And then it will also keep me a little bit focused on kind of what I'm doing and everything like that. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to end this video for now. I probably maybe put the cover together and maybe get the signature together. And then I will come back and check in and show you what I've done so far. How about that? I think that is a good place to stop for now, and I will do some stuff off camera, and then we'll come back together and we will check in together. So I hope you guys are in it for the series and maybe get some fun ideas, or maybe it's going to get you out of your little rut that you might be in too, because let me tell you, with all the stuff I have going on, I get stuck a lot in my little crafty ruts, and it's just so annoying because I have this great craft room with so much stuff to do, and then I want to do things that I'm just kind of like, okay. So I'm sure other people feel that way too. So if this little series, or even the idea of using just, you know, a paper pad, a whole paper pad for one project helps you, then hey, take that too. So yeah, so that is it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.